Coming up after them will be the New England Classic Lights qualifying races, Mini Stocks, Thunder Stocks, Super Stocks, and Lightning Stocks. Before we get into our feature round, here they come. Green is out. Haley Guy, Daniel Starkweather rubbing paint as they come off turn 2. Justin moves inside. Haley secures the lead off of turn 4 and will lead lap 1. Out of the 8 laps in this qualifying event for the Young Guns, these are 12 to 15-year-olds, high school kids, or middle school kids, actually. Justin Littlewood pours it on, lap 2, grabs the lead. Not afraid to put their foot in it. Whoa! Starkweather almost got the rear bumper diving into turn 3. Haley holding her own against Dylan Morse. Dylan coming up, trying to work to the inside. Drives it hard into the corner at the halfway point. It's going to be Littlewood Starkweather. Look out! Contact there as Haley looked like the car slipped up on her and made a little contact with Morse. He moves to 3rd. Then Shelby Avery and Haley. Colton and Bo Smith. Starkweather coming up to challenge now. As he said, coming in tonight, he's got 5 wins, 2 laps to go in the feature events. And Justin has 4 wins. Check that, 3 wins. Looking for 4. White flag in the air. Going for it with 1 lap left. See who gets the win in this qualifier. Justin keeps it low. Starkweather going outside. Preferred line is usually the inside line for most divisions and cars. Starkweather washes up in turn 3 a little bit. Littlewood will take the win. Starkweather 2nd. Morse 3rd. Avery 4th. Then Haley Guy. Bo Smith and Colton Smith. The 1, Jim Drew from Orange, Mass in the Edgewood Farms entry. The 5 is Sonia Carey from Winchester. And in the 13K, I believe that's, let me just check here. Leon Keniston from Alton, New Hampshire. Leon Keniston in the 13. Lightning Stocks. 8-lap qualifier. Fusile and Silvernail pretty much dead even. We'll give the lead to Fusile. Silvernail 2nd, 3rd to CJ Johnson. Pat Houle 4th. He doesn't want to stay 4th. He's going to dive hard into the corner down at the bottom. Patrick Houle trying to get some daylight and pass everybody. Fusile holding his line so no one's able to get by him. Silvernail tries the outside. Leon Keniston trying to come up and get after him. Johnson may have a shot at it now. He leans a little bit on Silvernail. Silvernail comes off the corner fine. Fusile hanging in there. He may not be the fastest car out there, but whoa, Johnson got in trouble. He found a little daylight. Almost got a shot at it. Gets into Fusile and turns him around. And that'll bring out the caution. A little bit over aggressive for CJ. I think he's going to get a penalty on that one. Picking it up, and here they come. Wind up those 4 bangers, and off they go. Kennison on the outside. This time, diving down low is Patrick Houle. Kennison will lead it with 2 to go. Pat Houle, Eric Silvernail, Jim Drew running 4th. 5th coming out of the back is a 95 for C.J. Johnson. White flag in the air for Kennison. Pat Houle, Eric Silvernail, and C.J. Drew, Ducille, and Carey. Winner comes out. It's Leon Kennison. Patrick Houle. C.J. Johnson takes the 3rd spot. Silvernail 4th. 5th belongs to Jim Drew. Laps qualifying for tonight's 25-lap Lightning Stock Whelen All-American Racing Series Championship event here on Whelen Night at Monadnock. Hillary and Tim with a little smoke show on there. They are going to stack them 3 deep into the corner, but Crystallitis drives in fast. Hillary leads lap 1. Cole Littlewood moving to the front in the 73 down at the bottom with Mike Stebbins on his bumper. Crystallitis on the outside trying to make up some ground. A lot of smoke showing from the back of the 93. Crystallitis squeezes in there, shoves Hillary out of the way, goes around the outside of Mike Stebbins. Tim LeBlanc has moved up to 4th rather quietly. Cole Littlewood continues to hold the lead. Working lap 4, Littlewood, Stebbins, and Crystallitis. Halfway coming up, Cole Littlewood holding on with Mike Stebbins, Chris Crystallitis, Tim LeBlanc, Renault, Houle, and Paquette takes the 93 into the pits. Crystallitis looks like he has a little more muscle than he can use right now as Cole Littlewood keeps everybody back there. Crystallitis trying to squeeze into the 2nd spot. Couldn't find the daylight. Now he has it. Can he punch it hard enough to get into turn 3? No, Littlewood shuts the door. 2 laps left. Tries it now the front chute. Littlewood has to go wide to make room, and Crystallitis sweeps underneath and takes over the lead. That opens the door for Mike Stebbins. Stebbins trying to tuck it down in there with a lap to go. Littlewood goes wide. And it'll be Crystallitis, Stebbins, Littlewood, and LeBlanc. Patrick, check that, Josh Houle running in the 5th spot. Checkered flag for Chris Crystallitis, Mike Stebbins, and Cole Littlewood. LeBlanc 4th, Houle 5th. Then Renault rounds it out with Paquette dropping out. Chevrolet. The 26 from Rutland, Mass, Chris Curtis. The 45 we misread last year. That's actually Joe Brown from Claremont and the Sunapee Paving entry. And in the 03, make sure I know which one that is. 03X, a visit from Josh Woods from Palmer, Mass. Josh raced here with his own car about 2 years ago. So it's Nancy Muni, Tyler Leary, Chris Curtis, Thompson, Woods, then Beck and Brown. Muni on top, Leary 2nd. Top 5 qualify at the front of the field. Joe Brown in his 2nd race at Monadnock. Josh Woods in his 1st race in the 03, but he raced mostly a full season with us a few years back. Halfway now. Nancy, Tyler, Chris, Josh, and Joe. Second round coming up after they're done. It'll be a third one coming up, actually. White flag, Nancy Muni, Tyler Leary, Chris Curtis, Josh Woods, and Joe Brown. 25-lap main later on tonight for them. Nancy going to hang on. Leary doesn't seem to be challenging, so she'll get the victory. Believe it or not, we have a second and a third. Just so they come, they pay their money, they show up, you get a race. Here they go. Vintage Pintos. And sometimes they bring vintage coupes and vintage coaches. Plenty of muscle in those cars. You can see them take off. And they take off a little high in the banking, too. Wilcox has been here with the show cars as well. LaPlante moved out of third spot into second pretty quickly. Catches up with the 195 of Henschel. LaPlante already had some time on the track in his Sportsman Modified ride. But Henschel's got a little power here. Charlie, hang on. Don't need to have you do any wall banging there. Halfway, Henschel, LaPlante, Ronhock, and Wilcox. And this time, LaPlante sees daylight, puts the 7 inside, and blows underneath. Three to go next time by. Paul LaPlante just taking it to the next time zone. Henschel staying with him. Might still have a race here before it's done. 2 laps to go. They catch up to Charlie. Charlie's going to have to woe it down because he's been riding high in the corners. One lap left for Paul LaPlante, 1 lap left for Eric Henschel, and Mike Ronhock. A little bit of a battle for third. Look out, contact! Oh my gosh. Henschel had a shot at it, and they're going to drive it right into the wall, and that ends this one under caution. LaPlante gets the win. The 0-4 picks up second. Who's going to be the next one to come across the line? It will be Henschel. He drives off that wreck with the right front all ripped up and gets the third spot. "17 starters strong, ready to roll. Eric Leclerc and TJ Blow bring them down to start the first feature on championship night, and here they are. TJ Blow on the outside, Leclerc down on the low side by side on the backstretch. Field moving up on the middle of the pack. Off the turn they come. The edge goes to Blow. TJ Blow takes the lead going into turn 2. Behind him it's Brent Gagne. Blow on top. Roby has trouble in the middle of the turn. Blow, Gagne. Here comes McMichael. Out of 5th place and into 3rd. Leclerc to 4th. Gagne down at the bottom. Bounces off the side of the 11 and cannot make up the ground. Johnson coming up through the pack. So does Carzello. Bill Kimball stuck in the traffic. Gagne one more time into the Kern. Lap 4. He'll take the lead. Looked fast in practice. Scott McMichael doing the same. Here comes Carzello, Johnson, Jarvenpaa, Hersey. Bill Kimball works around Leclerc. Gagne, McMichael, Carzello, Blow, Johnson, Jarvenpaa, Hersey. Kimball now up to 8th spot. 9th will be the 84, and Grassetti goes 10th and 11th. 3 wide down the backstretch. Driving hard into the turn. Blow has to back out. Not allowed to go 3 wide. Hersey driving to the front. Jarvenpaa with him. Kimball comes along. Look out. McMichael saves it in turn 2, 4. Could have been a disaster. He's already tasted the wall twice 2 weeks ago. Brent Gagne, Scott McMichael, Keith Carzello. Jarvenpaa behind Hersey. Kimball running back there in 8th spot. Ignacio about to get passed by your leader, Brent Gagne. Gagne came into tonight's race 4th place in points. And look out for Chris Ignacio. Here's Carzello and McMichael. Carzello moves into 2nd spot. McMichael 3rd. Johnson 4th. Then Hersey 5th. Jarvenpaa and Kimball. 30-point difference between 1st and 2nd place. 1st place Hersey and 2nd place McMichael. Flannery gets out of the way as the leaders come by. Carzello up to challenge Gagne for the lead now. Russ Hersey driving the 11 to the front. Taps the side of Johnson. Hersey going for 4th. Jarvenpaa in 6th. 7th is our leader. We are halfway. Halfway belongs to Gagne, belongs to Carzello. Gagne 2nd. Third is McMichael. Fourth is Hersey. Running fifth right now is Johnson. Keith Carzello, third place in points. He'd like to move up. Carzello, Gagne. McMichael slowing. McMichael slowing. Everybody else going around him. McMichael trying to get into the championship. The car is giving up on him. He's been run into in the rear. Caution comes out. Scott McMichael trying to get 30 points back and at least tie for the championship. He has the advantage with more wins. If they were tied, he'd win the championship, but he's dropped out of the race, trailing Russ Hersey by 30 points tonight coming into this race. Restart lap 18 out of 30. Makeup Sportsman modified feature from last Saturday night. Carzello gets a bit of a jump. Gagne on the gas and sideways. Slides into second spot. Jarvenpah powers around to 5 into third. Whoa, Dylan Rock gets into the side of the champion. Not a very smart move. When a championship race is at hand, you don't bang the champ point getters. Bill Kimball trying to come back now, with sitting back in 7th place with the 7 in the pits. Trouble on the 25. The backup car that's normally used by Scott McMichael just dropped out with engine trouble. McMichael is back. Whatever the problem is, he's running. Was able to get back in, but he's got a long way to go to make up ground in the final 8 laps here. Carzello on a roll here to get looking for his 3rd win, the 8th here on lap 23 out of 30. Scott McMichael trying to drive his way to the front. At least if he can pick up a few spots, he won't lose as many points. Always a gamer. Carzello, Gagne, Jarvenpah, and Hersey. Johnson, Rock, and Kimball. Flannery has to move over. Tyler Jarvenpah going to hold off the veteran Hersey here if he can. Hersey's been working with a car owner in the 11 to get that car to be really competitive, and he's driving the wheels off it now. Scott McMichael trying to drive his way into 10th place as he comes up behind Kim Rivette. And he does. Dives down to the bottom and goes after Jason Barton. 2 laps to go. 2 to go now. Carzello, Gagne, Jarvenpah, Hersey. Then Johnson, Rock, and Kimball. Barton, McMichael, and Rivette. White flag, 1 to go. One last chance for people to pick up a spot. Kimball staying out of trouble. McMichael driving hard to catch up to him. If he finishes behind him, he only loses 2 points, and that's what's going to happen. Here they come. Carzello takes it. Jarvenpah will finish in the 3rd spot. Hersey 4th, and 5th belongs to Nate Johnson. And after all of that, in the chase for the championship, Scott McMichael comes back and only loses 2 points. Now 32 points behind point leader Bill Kimball in the championship chase.